Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here once again looking at today's games for Saturday, January the 11th. Hopefully, you guys all had a very good day as normal for Friday. Some very high scoring scores out there. It was pretty crazy. I think I saw high as like 460, 470, maybe even higher than that there on FanDuel. It was some crazy scores out there for sure. So hopefully, you guys all did very well. Surprisingly, cash line wasn't that bad considering how high some of the scores got. Anyway, FanDuel, I didn't get to play last night, but this was a summary of how we did. Doesn't show the scores, but this is our two lineups we had. It scored a 366, and as you see there, a 355 as well. So, for the most part, these are guys I talked about in my video. I talked about, like I said, Washington guys if Beal was out, I like Ish Smith and McCray. I went with Bonga, saw he was getting a little bit of run there, and he was really cheap, so I liked him. RJ Barrett, this was just solely on Randall being out and Morris being out. It's a little risky. He sucked really bad in the first half, but thankfully he got it going on there in the fourth quarter, mostly in garbage time. But it was risky for sure. Only like 8% owned, but got me 32-8. I got the three-headed monster: Leonard, LeBron, and Luka Doncic. I said it last time. I knew Luka struggled, but that was just, it was Luka Doncic. So didn't think he was gonna do it again, but he did. He had 6 turnovers, unfortunately. Almost had a triple double, but those 6 turnovers definitely killed you. And like I said, I talked about Kuzma, Portis, LeBron, and then these guys here. So for the most part, it was mostly everyone I told you guys about the other day. Sorry, last night. And then went with DeLon Wright. He screwed me here, but then I came back with Glenn Robertson and got me 29-6. So, and then for the most part, it was basically the same lineup as the other one. So not too bad. That is 2 straight days for FanDuel. So would love for you guys to come join us to get in on lineups. Check out our website in the comment section below. And also, we are doing NFL today. NFL, I think, is at 4 o'clock or so Eastern time for the two gamers. So why not come join us? It's going to be very cheap. It's only going to be $5. I'll give you guys a lineup. Nothing too crazy. You play it in some couple double ups and stuff like that. NBA obviously is my better sport, but $5. Why not if you guys just want to play? To get in on the NFL lineup, it is going to be on Twitter. Like I said, that's $5 per lineup. So one for FanDuel and one for DraftKings, $5 each. So yeah, well, why not? Shouldn't be too bad there. And like I said, check us out on Twitter. As you can see, it is right here. Also, you can we'll have it down there in the comment section for you as well. So anyway, we got a 6 game slate today. Got a couple injuries to look at. Whiteside probably won't be out. That news won't be out. We'll get into that in a little bit. So we're gonna go game by game. First game, New Orleans and Boston. So I think Drew Holiday is gonna be out again. If for some reason he's not, obviously got to change your guys' lineups out. So for the most part, nothing too interesting. We do have favors. I don't expect him to play. Didn't play at all in that second half yesterday, so it's back to back. He's a veteran. 100% don't expect him to play. So Lonzo Ball, that puts him in half decent spot. I do like Kimba. I know he's been really bad, but I'm not too afraid of the Pelicans defense, and I think this could be a pretty good spot for him. He shot 20 times against Philly. I don't mind Kimba. 7K, he can easily get you 38 to 40 in this one, so I like him. Don't mind Redick had a bad shooting game, but you can look at him maybe for 24, 25. Not a lot of value as of now, so you have to find some cheaper guys out there. Ingram, way too much in my opinion. Not the fastest paced game here today, so I'm not really feeling him. Brown has been absolutely horrendous, so I'm not really feeling him. Tatum, 38. I think he can do good for you. $6,900. Same thing. He's kind of been up and down in this losing streak, but Pelicans are not the greatest defense, so I think this could be a good spot for him. That's why I don't mind Tatum and Walker. Like I said, I know they've been doing bad, but their prices have dropped dramatically. This guy was what, almost 8,300 just a couple days ago. So yeah, easy matchup. I think they'll be pretty popular and they're in good spots. So anyway, who favors the spot? Well, Jackson Hayes probably should. Not the best matchup against Boston, but he should get the start, and he gets you 23, 24. Don't mind him. Been doing solid last 2 games. Both those teams, Chicago and New York, aren't that great against, sinners. Boston's a little bit better, but he should get the start here. So, and very popular. So if he does suck, it's okay. The only bad thing though is, do you want Jackson Hayes or do you want Andre Drummond? Because Drummond is in a very good spot. We'll get into that in a second. So definitely, if you're playing DK, got to have Hayes and Mr. Drummond in there. So that is mostly it for that. Yeah, I'm interested in Walker, Lonzo Ball, Tatum, Jackson Hayes are probably my top guys that I'm interested in this one here. All right, moving on. Speaking of Drummond, we got Chicago and Detroit 217 and a 3 spread in this one. So right away, I love D Rose, but man, is he expensive? And unfortunately, he's playing that Chicago defense that's really good against point guards. So I don't mind him. I mean, he's probably going to be coming off the bench, so I don't expect too much around 31, 32. This is a little high here, but he's an okay option. Sadaransky, okay, maybe 24, 25. Zach LaVine, I've been high on this guy. Price is going up, but he's been very solid. Not too afraid of Detroit's defense there. So once again, in play, Bruce Brown should play. Another solid guy to get you 26 to 30 here. Had a good one against Cleveland. So yeah, Brown, solid option as well. Moving on, not much going on there. Markieff Morris is game time decision, so definitely keep an eye on that. Wood has not been playing much at all. He's had foul trouble a little bit. They're switching up Young and Gafford here in the starting lineup. Whoever starts, I probably would rather have. If Young starts, I think he's a must-have. Don't mind Gafford either. He had a bad one last time out. Just didn't get it going against Indiana. Only had 2 shots, so one of these games, I think he's going to have a solid game. Drummond for sure, probably a lock at 100% of my lineups. I might have a couple one-offs with Jackson Hayes in there. As you see, I think the optimizer has Hayes, but Drummond for sure. I will show you one with Drummond, but like I said, there's just not a lot of value out there here today. All right, Lakers and OKC. I once again be surprised if Anthony Davis plays in this one. Like I said, it's their big asset. This game really doesn't mean a lot. They're still going to be probably first in the conference. They won yesterday. OKC has been hot, but like I said, barely halfway through the season, or not even halfway. I just don't see them pushing 80. Just don't need him. I mean, you need him, but you don't. You need him for the playoffs when the games really matter. So if he plays, I'd be really surprised. I think we should get word on this one. If not, it's a little risky, but I'd still kind of follow the same formula as yesterday. So, yeah, Dwight Howard and McGee, they both sucked yesterday. And man, look at their prices, man. 5,600 for Howard and 54 for McGee. So I thought, oh man, they must have did pretty good. Well, not really. They kind of did what they usually do. Still played 18 minutes. There was really no change in their rotation as of these two. 10 minutes. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe one of them goes off here, but I thought for sure one of them would get more minutes than the other, but not really. And Kuzma 4,100, a little low on the projections. I definitely bump him up a little bit higher, but he'll be cashy. Shot 22 times, and I think he gets back at it here in this one. LeBron's LeBron. I like him quite a bit. Let's see else. Schroeder and Shea Gilgeous are worth looks in this one. Laker defense is relatively good, though, as we know. So I'd probably pick Schroeder over Shea, but up to you guys if you guys really need him. CP3, as we know, not best matchup, but definitely worth a look since he has been doing pretty good for excuse me, for OKC. Philly and Dallas, 223 and Dallas by 2. As we know, Joel Embiid is going to be out once again, going to be out for a while. So right away, I don't mind Ben Simmons. Price is only 8,200. Had a bad one last time out, but 8,200 bucks for Ben Simmons. That has a lot more usage rate. Sign me up. Don't mind Luka, but I think Simmons is in a solid spot. Josh Richardson, solid. One of my top options here tonight. Harris and Horford, they're worth looks. Like I said, their usage rate goes up without Joel Embiid. They did jack up Al Horford for sure. Looks like for the most part, Tobias Harris, his usage stayed about the same. Nothing really changed with him, but still worth a shot here tonight. And then Al Horford, as I said, $6,400. I think he was just 53. He was 5,400. So yeah, his price definitely went up. Worth a look. He's going to get a couple extra rebounds. Mike Scott, he did start. He didn't do much though. Only had 13. He definitely relies on his shooting. So we'll have to see what they do here. They might put in Kyle Quinn. I'm not sure who's going to start. He did not. He didn't even play that last game. A lot of people thought he was going to. So kind of interesting they didn't have him in their starting rotation or even in the rotation all. So yeah, like I said, Horford, Harris, those guys are in play. Richardson and Simmons are all in play. 223. That's definitely not too bad of a total here for a Dallas Philly game. So don't mind it at all. All right, Cleveland, Denver. It looks like Millsap's going to be out in this one. A lot of you guys probably got screwed like I did with Michael Porter. Got him at 20. I'm probably not going to play him. I just, unless he's starting, I don't think he is worth a look at all. Because obviously, it looks like when he's coming off the bench, as you see, they do not play the dude at all. So yeah, if he starts, he's in play. If not, I don't know if I really want to mess with him. Grant could get the start, a solid option for sure. Jokic is always in play, $9,500. Well, not always in play. He's looking better recently, so don't mind Jokic. Zizic, he's been getting some playing time recently. Not too much last game, but not bad over here. But unless Love or Thompson are out, not really in play. Will Barton coming back from not playing the other day. It wasn't injury related, so it looks like Will Barton definitely worth a look. Who else we got? And don't mind some Jamal Murray. Had a bad one last time out, but Cleveland, not too afraid of their defense, and I think he could definitely bounce back for anywhere from 34 to 36, 37 in this one. And that is mostly it for that game there. So not too much. Should be an absolute blowout. Maybe a couple Denver guys just because their matchup is looking pretty solid. Milwaukee and Portland. Whiteside is game time decision with that illness. This is a 10 o'clock Eastern time game, so probably won't get news on Whiteside unless it's just very bad. We don't usually get Whiteside news until like anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes before lock. That's just how it is with Whiteside. But if he plays, he's worth a look. Not going much going on. If Whiteside's out before lock, I guess Kent Bazemore, but man, the guy's so bad. Tolliver, I guess, could come into play, but I don't know how much exposure I want to those guys. Giannis, not too bad of an option. Terrible last night, though. Middleton, he's been on a roll. 40 and 50 in his last two, definitely worth a shot. McCollum, he's okay. Dante, I've always been high on this guy. 24, 25, and 32, even with Hill coming back last night. And speaking of Hill, worth a look. 29 in his return off the bench. Do not mind him. Lillard, solid option. Bledsoe, it is a back-to-back, so I would like to see if they rest him here or not. He has been back for a while now, but still, we'll have to see what they do. They've been playing him quite a bit the last two games. Wouldn't be surprised if they did give him a rest here, but we'll see what they do. If they do play him, looks like his minutes are kind of returning back to normal, so he is in a solid spot here tonight. So let's go see what the optimizer spits out for us. Of course, I forgot to lock in the other games. Let's go see what we got. So as of now, this is what it locks in. Yeah, like I said, there's Jackson Hayes and then Grant. It's actually a pretty solid lineup here for sure. DeLon Wright, you could probably mix and match him a little bit. Sedorinsky, not a must-have, but he's only 5K starting. 25-30 could be in a good spot. I probably would rather have LeBron. That's just my opinion. Usage rate is a lot higher without AD, but it's not 100% confirmed yet that AD is out. But I expect it to. So that's what it's looking like there. Let's see what it can do if we go get in Mr. Drummond, because like I said, he is in a very solid spot. And with Drummond in there, it hurts it a little bit. Gafford, Grant, probably not going to go that combo. So Hayes on paper, that one looks better. You also go get Giannis in there. So and also you get Doncic and Giannis, and this one you only get Drummond and Luka. But still, not too bad. I probably want to go Gafford Grant. A little too risky with those two, but that's kind of what it looks like. And let's just go see what it looks like with LeBron in there, just to give you guys some different scenarios. As normal, these projections will definitely change with all the injuries. So this is what it looks like with this one. I'd probably go Grant Horford. combo. I like that a little bit more. You got to go Gary Harris over DeLon Wright, but that's okay with me. I didn't really mention Harris, but might be a guy maybe get you 20, 22, but don't really want to rely too much on Harris and Wright. But then I just realized Wright and Harris, so that's looking a little risky to me. So we'll have to see. Not much good value out there. There's a lot of trap plays out there, so hopefully we do avoid them here today. So that is basically what we're looking at as normal. It was not too bad of a night last night for us. Like I said, I didn't play them, but wasn't too bad with our top one with a 366, which cashed everywhere. So if you want to get in on premium, check out our website in the comment section below and follow all the directions and get all set up on that. And also, like I said, we are doing NFL today for only $5 per lineup per site. So why not? It's $5, pretty cheap. If you want to get on that, just message us on our Twitter. Be like, hey, want to get in on either FanDuel or DraftKings for today's main slate for NFL? $5, and yeah, we'll get you all set up on that. So, yeah, come join us for NFL, and also, like I said, some NBA. Would love to have you guys come join us. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like. As normal, I do appreciate it quite a bit. And if you guys are new here, hit that sub button for more NBA FanDuel advice videos. So that is it for Saturday. Hopefully, you guys have a pretty good weekend. If there is like a 4 or 5 ish game slate on Sunday, I'll do a video. I haven't looked yet, but if it's only like a 2 or 3 gamer, probably won't do a video. But yeah, if it's a bigger slate, I'll do a video for you guys. So that is it. Like I said, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys a little bit later on.